What's up everybody, Pete with Auto Repair Tips. In this video, I got a 2023 Ram 1500 with a 5.7 Hemi. And here's the story behind this one. The customer was driving the vehicle, developed a misfire, drove it to the dealership. Dealership put, I want to say he said a couple of injectors and a coil pack on it. Drove it away and got about 500 miles and bam, started missing again. Drove it back to the dealership. They said, oh yeah, well now we need to do some more injectors and some more coil packs. So they brought it to me to look at. So in this video, we're gonna go through it, confirm that it is a coil pack or an injector, see what's going on with it, and see can we do it for a little bit less. All right, let's get into it. So let's get up here and do a visual inspection. You know, I don't mind working on trucks, but holy crap. I gotta get a step stool, get on my tippy toes, lay on my stomach, holy crap. But it is what it is, right? All right, so looking at this side here, it's a little damp right here by the intake, right up in here. If I had to guess, maybe, now these all look old coil pack wise. Injectors, kind of hard to tell. On this side over here, I don't see, I see one, two, three, 4 old injectors, 4 old coil packs, because none of these coil packs are new. Not 500 miles worth. And same with these, they're all old as crap. Looking at the injectors, they're just dirty as crap. Well, hold on. We do have one clean injector back there on the back. So if you're looking at it, those coil packs, they're definitely old. I mean, you can just see the dirt all over them. Looking at the injectors, I mean, they're old. This whole side is old. Looking at this side over here, the only one that could possibly be new is maybe this one right over here. And I could definitely see maybe one new injector way in the back there. It's kind of hard to get on it so you can see it, but possibly one injector. All right, let's start this thing up and let's see. Let me run a code scan on it because the check engine light is on, and let's see what codes come up. I already got the vehicle logged in. Let's go ahead and do a scan. We'll do a pre-scan. Sorry about any glare. We're gonna let it do its thing and we'll see how many codes it's got. So it's saying out of 19 modules, the only code we have is something for a radio. And I know when I was driving this thing, I felt the misfire and saw a check engine light. And as of right now, there's your check engine light. So what is going on? You know, hold on, let's see what's going on here. Let's go to engine. I can feel the misfire. Code menu, codes. Cylinder 1 misfire. I knew I felt a misfire. So let's check that out right quick. Number 1 repair is, of course, ignition cool. Let's go to data. What's going on here? No, let's not do that. Let's exit out. Let's go back. Let's go to system tests. I was going up the wrong wormhole. Let's do which cylinder is misfiring. Could be more easier than that, could I? You can feel it though. It's got a little lope in it. And number 1 cylinder is misfiring. It's at 16 counts right now. If I rev it up, see what happens. RPM still stays about the same. Sometimes you'll see a misfire go away when you give it a little bit of RPMs. And number 8's kicking on a little bit also. It only has 2 miscounts. Let's put it in drive. Now we're jumped up to 44, 36, 54. So number 1 is definitely gonna be the problem child. So looking at this, I'm gonna call the customer because I know he told me they put a coil pack or some coil packs on this. Maybe I misunderstood him and it was just a few injectors. But sitting here watching this, it feels like a coil pack to me. Let me call the customer, confirm what I thought he told me, and if it's anything different, I will let you know. All right, so now here's the story behind the story. I just got off the phone with the guy. 2 weeks ago, they put one injector in, and I think that's that one I see because he said it's on number 5 cylinder, which I believe is on the left bank. And you can see that that one is new. They didn't do any cool packs. They replaced that one injector, and it was just over $1,000 for one injector. So that's why he brought it to me, because he said that that one injector is $1,000. God knows what the rest of the 7 would be if he had to replace them. But the cool packs, they're definitely are old. A year and a half ago, he brought it back for warranty work, and they did, and the warranty work a year and a half ago, they did injectors number 2 and 3, and that was a year or so ago, a little over a year. All right, I'm suspecting a cool pack. And see, I know the dealership is, they have all the great tools, and they have all the diagnostics and all the help and everything else, but a lot of vehicles and a lot of the techs don't realize that when you lose a coil pack on a car, let's just say sometimes it just stops working altogether, your car a lot of times will cut off that injector. So you can get a false reading on an injector if you have a coil pack that's going out. And I have seen it because I've seen it. I mean, personal experience. You're just gonna have to trust me on that. But what I'm gonna do, let's say you're at home working on this car. I'm gonna take this car, and all I'm gonna do is the basic of the basic. I'm gonna take the number 1 cylinder and swap it with the number 3 cylinder coil packs. Let's see if that number 1 miss goes over to number 3. If it does, we know it's just a coil pack. If it don't, we know we gotta go look for a little bit further. Compression, injector, vacuum leak, or something like that, because they were just in it, so it's possibly, maybe some didn't seat right. It could be a vacuum leak. All right, the first thing I'll do, like I said, I'll move that coil pack over, and let's see if that misfire moves. All right, let's do it. So the coil packs are held on with 10s. There's 2 10s for each coil pack, and they're just 2-pin connector holding it on. Take out the 2-pin connector, and we're gonna swap 1 and 3, because 3 did not have a misfire. So it's not rocket science in doing this. This is very doable at home, doing it this way. So that being said, here's a new story for you. We started, my daughter plays volleyball, and I guess those of you who follow the channel know that. She plays with a team called Outbreak. And that team's been around for a long time. And a buddy of mine, he was running it for the past, I don't know, God knows how many years. Well, he decided this year he was just gonna up and not do it anymore. And the kids, they're devastated because they really enjoy Outbreak. So he called me and said that I want to inherit a volleyball club. So my dumb ass says, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? What the heck, right? Well, long story short is, I brought in a friend of mine. His name is Justin Freeman, and his wife and him, me and my wife, we're going to try to get this club going, or keep it going for these kids. But starting a checking account and doing all that stuff here, oh my God, it's like an act of Congress to do this. I've worked harder at that than I have making money to pay my own bills, and I'm not even gonna get paid for this. All right, pull these coil packs out. Each cylinder has 2 spark plugs, and these are the coil packs. You know, the funny thing is, I just recently worked on a buddy of mine's truck, and he had the same issue, coil pack going out. Before I purchase a coil, if it is a coil pack, before I purchase one, I'm gonna make a few phone calls to see what the best brand is for this. Maybe they have something a little bit better. Cause you gotta think, this thing ain't got but 60,000 miles, and oh my gosh, it's already out of, you already got put coil packs on it from the dealer and injectors. Holy crap. I mean, that's just, you know, it's silly. I mean, my personal opinion, I'd be pissed off if I was a customer at 60,000 miles, you gotta replace coil packs already, much less injectors. So we're gonna pop off 3, stick it in 2, or stick it in 1. I'm only gonna put it in with 1 screw, just enough to keep it in place. Actually, I don't even need to have a screw in there, to be honest with you. But we're gonna do it just like that. Just to keep them going anywhere. Don't wanna lose these, or this. This number 1 plug, there's a hose directly above it. It's kind of a little bit of a bitch to get to, putting it politely. Big dummy. Putting it in backwards. Pay attention what you're doing, fool. All right, so let's get the computer hook back up. Let me get it started, and let's see if that misfire switched cylinders. Fingers crossed that's all it is for the guy. You know, one of Chrysler's better features is these newer cars, when you go to log into it, it has a security link. If you look right here, you got to pay another subscription just to get in these stupid cars nowadays. So if you're at home doing this yourself, you may not have all the features I have unless you pay for a subscription to get into the computer. Just keep that in mind. So let's go to engine. I'll say let's go to engine. Let's start it. Let's go to data. No, shoot, I do that every daggone time. Back up. System test, which cylinder's misfiring. Don't feel like a misfire right now. Might be a slight one, I guess. See, it's not misfiring in any cylinders. I wonder if me just playing with it. Oh, there we go. Cylinder number 1 is still misfiring. So we swapped one in there, so it's not a cool pack. It is not a cool pack. Possibly an injector. Well, that's some bad news for the guy. So let's do this. Let me go exit on this. Let me get a game plan to get together, and let's see what I'm gonna come up with. All right, so swapping out the coil packs did not fix the problem. It just, this misfire stayed on the number 1 cylinder. So lean towards what? We're gonna lean towards the injector. They were just in there 2 weeks ago and they did the number 5 injector, he said. Probably could have disrupted something, who knows what. But before I condemn an injector or do some injector testing, I'm gonna pull out the plugs and just take a look at the plugs in number 1 cylinder just to rule out it's not a plug. I'm not gonna let you watch me take out a spark plug. It's just pretty much cut and dry. Take out the coil pack, pull out your plugs. Once I get them out though, I will show you what the plugs look like so we can rule that out. We'll get them back in there, and then we're gonna go ahead and start some injector testing. The first thing I like to do when I do injector testing is I put a stethoscope on and I listen to the beat of all the injectors to make sure that they're all beating at the same rhythm, you know, beep, 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 just like that, right? All right, I'll catch you in a bit. Both plugs look just like this. There's nothing wrong with them. Matter of fact, if you're looking at it, it doesn't even look like it's getting any fuel. So let me get this back in. Let's go ahead and listen to the injectors. And you guys would be happy to know I used a manual ratchet, not an electric ratchet. You'd be surprised in my videos. I'll use an electric ratchet so much that I'll take out a plug with it, won't think twice. I'll stick one in. I've never had one break. But I hear some crap in the comments. Oh my God. Funny. Everybody be yelling at me, you're using electric ratchet. You don't know what the hell you're doing. Yeah, whatever. So all the injectors sounded the same, but I'm sitting here listening, and I swear I hear a vacuum leak. And looking at that number 1 injector, it looks like half of that O-ring is not even in the hole, like compared to the one back there that I can see really well. And I'm sorry you guys can't see, it's just a crappy view, but it is what it is. That's sitting in the hole all the way. The O-ring is in the hole. This O-ring is half out of the hole. I swear I hear something. All right, let me get some water. All right, I lied. I'm gonna use a little bit of brake clean. Let's see if this RPM changes at all. All right, that shouldn't happen. What do you think, Frank? Second opinion. They just put a fuel injector on the side right here, okay? That's my brother Frank, by the way. Say hi. They just put a fuel injector down here, right? I swear I hear something, but my hearing ain't the best in the world. And looking at the O-ring on the number 1 cylinder is the only misfiring. Looks like it ain't in there. Watch this. I changed RPMs with that, didn't I? Yep. You need to take it back to them. They just charge them $1,000+ to fix this. Something ain't right. Can you hear it?
Oh, it cleared up the motor.
No, you hear it. Am I imagining the sound? I think I hear a vacuum leak. My hearing is, my ears are ringing right now today for some reason. I mean, you shouldn't change RPM. And I swear I hear a vacuum leak. Anyway, let me call him up. He needs to take it back to them. Unfortunately, I'll just charge him for diagnosing it. I know he's gonna say, I ain't going back there, change them. Fix it. He's going to do all the injectors, you watch. That's the kind of guy he is. All right, so next step is I'm gonna call him back up and see if he wants to take it back to the dealer. That's gonna be on him. So here's where we stand. I called the customer up, told him what I found. completely the dealership's fault. They need to warranty it out. I took a picture of the O-ring on that fuel injector that's half cocked out. Explained to him that I took brake clean. I shot it down that area down there. It went somewhere in the intake, made it run too rich, almost bogged out the engine. Y'all saw that on the video. And he wanted me to pay me to do it. And I told him, I said, that's over $1,000, you know. You just paid this company. You need to take it back there, make it right. That's, you know, that's their job. Oh my God, I mean, it's $1,000. So he agreed. His wife was in the background. She agreed. I made a joking comment. I didn't know she could hear me. I was like, look, man, you could take that $1,000 and buy your wife something nice. And she's going, hell yeah. But anyway, all right, that being said, this job is done. All I'm gonna do is charge him for a diagnostic fee and give it back to him. I appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you later.